So this was something requested on the Go Nuts mailing list. I have here two files with just some silly text in it. Cat's a basic command line tool, and if I type cat first.txt and second.txt, it prints the output. So we can duplicate that in Go using the example here that was posted in the news group. And what it does, it accepts one or more arguments and does the same thing by. It checks to make sure there's at least one argument, and the reason it says if it's less than 2 that's not enough is that the command itself takes up 1. So you need to have at least 2, at least one file name. Then for every file name, we print it out. And if you pass multiple file names, it'll print them out sequentially, which has the same effect of combining them. And the way we actually print out the file is by opening it, check to see if there's an error, and if there's not, return. And because this cat file function, remember, is being called in a loop here, if any one file fails to open, we can still print out all the remaining ones. So it won't stop the program from running, it'll print an error message and keep moving. And we can demonstrate that in a minute. And we should always close files when we're done with them, so we'll defer the close. If we didn't get past here, the file didn't open successfully, so we don't need to close it. So we use the buff.io package and create a new scanner. And when we scan, it essentially moves a cursor in the file so that we've read in one line of the file. And at that point, we can print the .text or the .bytes of the file. So we're going to just print the text. And when the file scans in a loop, eventually the file is going to finish. So once it sees the end of the file, this 4 will end, and it'll dump us here. If at any point it broke, there will be an error, and we can check that. So that's really all that is. So let's build it. I'm going to call it, well, I'll call it cat, even though it kind of conflicts with the file system, the Unix version. And you see we have a cat here. So if I do ./cat, first, it'll print first. Second, it prints them both. Second first. And let's do second, not actually there, first .text. And you'll see this is the second file, an error message, and there's a bug there. I failed to put in. So that was a good test, and we run it. So second file, unable to open, no such file or directory. And we can even put second in again so we can print them multiple times. And if we direct the output to combine.txt, you'll see there, so there's another bug. We don't actually want to print this in the output. So what I should do is I should write it to os.standarderror, but I'm just going to be lazy and change that to a log statement for now. And then when we run out to combine.txt, the error message breaks to the screen. And if we look at the combined text, it's only the text. So that's an example of joining files. And of course, the way that you actually get the combined output is pipe the output to something else, or within the program itself, you can just as easily, instead of here printing each line to the standard text, you can open a file handle and write to a single file for the life of the program. But it's easier and faster just to use the greater than redirect. And that's it.